You're thinking your gun will last the longest?
I'm thinking for the future.
So we'll be dead before we wear these guns out.
We can pass
Exactly,
these
yeah.
down
I need this to last longer.
I'm Johnny Carter and we are looking for the best new guns and gear of the moment.
What is the prettiest gun for under £1,000?
Would I spend it? Damn right I would.
I'm bringing in two of the best guys I know to help. Ryan, he's been shooting for as long as I've been alive, and Micheal.
Over to Ryan.
He may be quiet, but he knows more obscure gun facts than me.
Go on, Michael, break some more. Go on, prove my point.
We're going to bring our favourite exhibition to life. Welcome to the first ever episode of the British Shooting Show.
The king of mid-level guns.
Together, in this episode, we have bargain guns,
Is there a prettier new gun than this for under £1,000?
best gun makers, and a £5,000 challenge where nobody read the small print.
Let's make a cake.
Hello and welcome to the British Shooting Show.
Yeah, let's make a cake.
Today we've got some fantastic guns and gear to share with you. Starting with you, Ryan, what are you into at the moment?
At the moment, I'm into the new Ruger 1022 competition.
Let's make ourselves a cake.
Which came out earlier this year, but recently they've just released it in a left-handed version.
Left-handed?
Left-handed for all you left-handed shooters out there.
It's overdue that they just make all of their models in left hand as well.
They've already got the BX trigger fitted to it. Comes with a fluted barrel, adjustable stock, cheek piece. It's a serious bit of kit.
I'm going to kick off with something completely ridiculous. Benelli have released a set of 5 Magnifico anniversary guns. They're €1 million for a set of 5 guns.
Not so nice.
Yes, they are. Because they're only ever going to make a set of 5 guns, ever. 2 12s, 2 20s and a 28. In one case, the case has legs.
That's worth €1 million.
I want that.
Of course.
I think that if you're going to charge that level of money for guns, you need to go above and beyond anyone's expectations. It's about making a gun up to the top standard you can, and the price comes second. And they clearly did exactly that.
Oh, yeah.
They are beautiful, they are worth €1 million, and one day, when I find out what country they're actually in, I'm going to go and see them.
I want to come too.
What about you, Mike?
I'm a big fan at the moment of the Beretta 687 grade 5. So it's taken from the 695 engraving and basically put on a 687 action. Comes in 12 and 20. I think it's just going to be a really cool design.
It fits well in the range.
Yeah, so it's in between the 687 Silbig 3 and the higher end DT11s.
You see, I remember the same as you probably, that a Silbig M5 is a case colour hardened gun with gold pheasants.
Gold pheasants.
Iconic, and discontinued a decade ago.
Yeah, it was a stunning gun.
It's a shame to see it go, but
Things move on, right?
indeed.
My second thing is something that I actually saw at the British Shooting Show this year, and that was the new Webley & Scott side-by-side, the Imperial. They're making that in 410, 28, 20, 16 and 12. £2,249, side-plated, colour-hardened, Prince of Wales grip.
That's a good package.
There isn't much that can touch that.
No.
So the only thing I can think that's coming out is the Francia Esprit.
I'd love to get them side by side and actually see how they compete at that, not entry-level market, is it, 2.5?
No, not 2.5, but it's still at an affordable market if you're going to get a game gun that you don't want to spend too much on.
Steel-proofed, single-trigger, multi-choke, 5-year
Ready to
warranty.
In the steel-proof side-by-side market, that's sort of basically the start, isn't it?
Yeah, the yield it sits slightly below.
Yeah.
After that, you're into the Rizzinis, the William Powells. It's a big jump.
Some of the stuff that's coming out of Turkey now, compared to when they first started, they've really upped their game.
Yeah, I'm actually going to look at the new ATA later, which is a Turkish gun that is actually taking the market by storm.
Oh, 100%.
But first, I went up to Wesley Richards the other day to have a look at how their best guns are made. Before we go upstairs and meet one of their extremely talented craftsmen, let me fill you in on a couple of details. Firstly, they invented this. This is the box lock. You may have heard of it.
It is one of the most simple, reliable and time-tested actions that is still in use today. Secondly, their rifles have been and still are the rifle of choice for many discerning hunters, and some of their past clients include Ernest Hemingway and Jim Corbett.
My name's Julian Phantom. I've worked at Wesley Richards for 7 years and I'm a stock finisher. I think what makes our guns a bit different to anybody else, they're just superior quality. Everything's hand finished on the bench. We've got engravers, we've got people finishing actions, barrels. It's just a great place to be. We've got a great team of gun makers, some good management. We really are like a family.
So can you talk us through the process? A stock comes in here in the white, aka no oil added, just raw walnut in a stock form.
Yeah, the process with this is we'll have the wood obviously in here without any metal work on it. We'll clean it, inspect it, we'll paper it very lightly, and then what we'll start to do then is get some colour on it. We'll red oil it. We'll apply that normally for about a week to 2 weeks till we've got the desired colour.
How many coats are we talking about in that process?
In that process, we're probably looking at around 30 coats, something
just
like
to
that.
Get the colour?
Just to get the colour. It may be more, it may be less. It depends on the wood. Once we've red oiled, we'll then start the filling process. And that is really, this wood comes in here and the grain is fairly open, even when we've red oiled it.
And that is a synthetic oil, or are you only using natural oils?
No, they're only natural oils. They're a mixture of linseed oils and dryers. And we'll probably spend 3 or 4 weeks getting this up to gloss.
So all in at this point, what, 90 or 100 coats in total?
Yeah, we can spend probably a couple of months on getting something really nice.
Wow.
And we'll be doing that, we'll be working on that every day.
Do you then wax it or polish it in any stage to get this gloss?
No, it purely is oil we achieve this finish with. So we don't do any polishing as such. It really is the fine layers of oil that have hardened that give us this finish.
And final question, because a lot of people like to add extra finish to their guns, given that most factory guns don't come with this level of love and attention, what would be your one tip?
I think really the thing is, don't over-oil your gun. A little bit of linseed oil in the palm of the hand, worked into the stock and the fore end every week, every couple of days, depending on what you want to achieve. Or even a gun wax is a good thing as well. Just a little bit rubbed in and buffed off.
So a few weeks ago, Johnny set the challenge, what we think would be our best game gun for under £6,000. And no surprise, I picked a Browning. The beautiful 525 Crown in 20 bore. This has got grade 5 wood, machine hand finished engraving. I mean, coming close, look at the scenes on there. This one's got 28-inch barrels, but you can get up to 32. It's 3-inch, high steel proofed. It's just stunning, and it weighs under 7 pounds, so a perfect gun if you're walking around all day. I'm sure Johnny's picked something a lot worse.
I'll show you what I've chosen. A Caesar Guerini Invictus 3. I've actually cheated a little bit and gone for a sporting model. Who doesn't shoot game with a sporter these days? So you've got the Invictus action on there. One of the reasons why I picked this is because I absolutely love the engraving. It's a Canthus scroll with gold inlaid medieval creatures in there. I think I fancy my chances.
£6,000 to go and buy the best new game gun. That is a really tough game. There are dozens of great options, but personally, there's only one I could settle on, and that was the Beretta EE-LL. And let me tell you why I think it's a winner. It's been around a long time. The 680 series is 40 years old, 40 something years old. The actions are bomb-proof. You can run them forever. It's also, as a model, been extremely popular. Because they're so cheap to maintain and run, that's got to be a factor. We're not buying a game gun for a season, we're buying a game gun for life. But the real reason for this is Ant McLernan shoots one, as do many other very competent game shots. So I got a gun exactly the same as his, a 30-inch fixed stroke EE-LL, except this one has the new game scene engraving, which I think is absolutely lovely. The only downside to this is it's not steel proofed, but I'm not going to tell the other guys that. I'm thinking we pick a gun, we all shoot it, we pick the next one, we all shoot it, and we give our thoughts as we go.
I mean, I think it's already determined that this is the better gun out of all of them.
No,
Do we need to shoot them?
Ah, but it's a 20 bore, and I know you were going to bring something a little bit niche so that we all fall in love with a 20 bore. But
Yeah.
falling in love with a 20 bore doesn't mean that that gun is necessarily better, well, than this.
Thank you to Laporte for sending this one down. It was exceptionally easy to adjust and use, even for us as a bunch of amateurs. Check them out at www.laporte.biz.
Onto the podium, Michael.
Come on, you got to show us how it's done, Michael.
We're about to witness some godlike talent. There's no pressure, mate.
No, none at all.
It's only a simple crosser. Is this
is,
uncomfortably
Michael.
close?
A little bit, but it's fine.
First thoughts?
Shoots really nice.
I mean, it's an Invictus. It's a sporter.
It's
supposed to
a
shoot
sporter,
nice.
so
It's a nice gun. It's not to my taste, but it's a nice gun.
Yours is basically the slightly toned down version. They're very
that's what I
similar.
like. Something slightly toned down. It's obviously for the younger generation. And I mean, if Michael can hit clays with it, then it's something special.
I think, seeing as this is a game gun challenge, we should shoot it from a full peg-ready position.
Peg ready.
Yeah. I don't know
That's
what
a-
chokes are in there, but that is making that into dust.
That is a smoker.
improved
Alright.
cylinder and light mod in it.
I take it back. I'm not a fan of the engraving, but it does shoot very nice.
The Invictus series of Caesar Guarinis are lovely things. Go on, let's have a shot with it.
Go on then, Mr. Big JC.
It's definitely a sporter.
It is a sporter. It's not a game gun.
If you're going to be shooting head-chopping partridge, faster lowland birds,
Yep.
it's probably not the right gun. Very calculated. You get onto some decent pheasants.
Oh, high bird day.
Oh, yeah.
Hold its own. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks the part as well. But yeah, Michael brought a sporter to a game gun competition.
I did cheat.
So,
How many people nowadays actually shoot game guns at game, percentage-wise?
oh, it's got to
Half?
be a low percentage, if not less.
No, it's
I
not
would have
much.
thought.
It's not
No.
much.
Most people will buy one gun that they can do everything with. They can shoot 100 clays with it, and then they can go and do a high bird day.
And I think maybe Michael picked a wise all-rounder. I'm gonna put my hands up that you have brought the most elegant looking gun, but if we'd all brought 20 bores, it's probably slightly outside of the rules. I would have thought that a 12 bore was...
I thought the 12 ball was the rules.
No, a game gun. Nobody said
no one
anything
said a
about
12.
caliber. That is beautiful.
I am a fan of a small bore. Sub-gauge guns are wonderfully elegant and beautiful.
It swings so nice, but you do have to change your shooting style slightly.
You do. Perceived lead is generally a little more, I find.
I mean, I hit 2 in a row, so I'm going to give up while I'm ahead. I'm not going to spoil it.
I think I'm jealous that I didn't pick a 20 bore. It's very sweet. Those cartridges aren't punchy, but it handles recoil very well. The lightweight 20s are never for me. I always find them quite snappy. That's your kind of gun. It's your kind of size.
It's a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter weight, just like me.
A little bit smaller, perhaps.
It's not for me. I do prefer a heavier gun.
Slam! Unacceptance! So, well, on
Sorry,
that
guys.
high note, which is going to lead well into my victory,
Oh, let's see.
let's get it out. The Beretta EE-LL,
What a
the
surprise.
king of mid-level guns.
Who thought he'd bring that?
Anybody with a brain who says go and spend £6 on a brand new, pretty game gun.
Everyone's got one of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a time and a place to make a statement. When everybody has something, there's usually a reason for that. It's reliable, it's very pretty, you'll get parts in every gun shop and every gunsmith in the world, if you need them. Come on, shoot it and tell me that a 30-inch fixed choke is not a great game gun spec. The way that a 30-inch fixed choke 6.86 shoots is the most undeniably good, unoffensive, and yet slightly inspiring handling gun. Go. I have such confidence that that's the winning gun as an overall umbrella. That is the sensible choice. That is the Ford Focus or VW Golf, but probably more like a Focus SD or a Golf R.
Because it's not
a
the
higher
standard.
grade.
Because it's not the standard.
Yeah. Get on. Go, go, go. Look at the smile on his face. He's already knowing this is the winner.
Bang!
There's an auto safety on it because it's a game gun.
We have gone over this before.
From this distance, it's worth $1 million.
There's a lot of things from distance that look good.
Get further away. I just want to point out that Michael actually shot that gun really well.
Maybe that's the gun for Michael then.
I mean, it's the gun for everybody.
Well,
It is. It's unoffensive and slightly inspiring. I mean, it's kind of offensive because it will wind the people who think you shouldn't buy EEL up. So it's got that level. Go on, Michael, break some more. Go on, prove my point.
Jesus.
Oh, you shot it better than yours.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
he's missing the bling.
That's all right. We'll Cerakote it.
Yeah, okay. I mean, you can get a gold pen, I can paint it on.
Hammerite.
Yeah. Diamond pigeon.
Diamond.
It's a diamond.
And diamonds are worth more than gold.
Yeah. Okay, I quite like it, but
Well done, Johnny.
would I want to put 100 through it on a game day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
would.
yeah, it's not
Let me
yeah.
have another two, come on.
There you go.
Hang
You
on.
keep going. You keep going, son.
Bring
Because
it
you're
on.
from London, I was like, son, that's how you communicate.
Oh,
Son.
I thought you were trying to tell me something.
No, no.
They make a man size,
Well,
right?
they do. You just extend it out with the pads that you can buy for like £20.
Those fixed chokes in that
They
barrel.
are epic, right?
Yeah, that's a smoker. Do you know what? We've got a battle on our hands because that is something special. I do like that. I have no argument with Michael over the Caesar. This we have an issue with.
Spec is everything. I think that's certainly something that we can say for all these guns.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Spec is everything. I've shot this in multiple specs. This is by far my favourite.
Yeah.
Get it teed, steel proof it, and away you go.
Look at that smug face.
So happy now, isn't
I
he?
hate it.
Although I do believe that this is the best all-rounder out there, I don't think it's as cut and dry as all that. So we're going to discuss that back in the pub later. But first, while I drag that Laporte trap back into the shed, the guys are going to take you through some of the latest gear on the market.
So, in this week's tech news, the new Sig Sauer range-finding binos. They're called the Kilo 10Ks. They're a 10x42 bino, which has obviously the rangefinders, but they incorporate the big SIG BDX system in it. It's basically a 10x42 bino, which not only has the rangefinders, but it also includes the SIG BDX system, the 2.0 version actually, which is the new improved version. A little bit how it works is you download the app on your phone, you input all your rifle data, so your ballistic coefficients, your weights, your speeds, things like that. Get it all set up. That then talks to the binos via Bluetooth. And when you're out in the field, let's say you see a row, 100 yards out, 200 yards out, you basically range it and it basically tells you where to shoot. It's a very, very good system. Not only are they doing a bino version, but also just doing it in a rangefinder as well. Now, over to Ryan.
I equally have great things that I saw at the shooting show that I want to talk to you guys about. The first one being the new Pulsar Talion XQ38. It's a new thermal rifle scope that came out this year at the shooting show. It's a £2,000 package for a thermal night vision scope. Is incredible. I had hands on this at the show. The clarity on it is superb. It's Wi-Fi enabled, it's lightweight, it's waterproof for one, so when you're out there you haven't got to worry about the electrics, you haven't got to worry about anything going wrong. If it gets wet, it gets wet, it's fine. You can record all your shots on it, you've got a 16GB capacity. I mean, this thing has been tested on a 375 H&H rifle. I don't know why you would put one on there, but why the hell not? If you can do it, do it. £2,000, would I spend it? Damn right I would.
So I put a post out recently asking, what is the prettiest gun for under £1,000? New. And this came back with the most votes. This is an ATA Arms Elegant SP Sporter. If you haven't heard of ATA, you're either new to the sport or you've been under a rock for 5 to 10 years. In the last 5 years, these guys, a Turkish manufacturer, have taken the market by storm. The model and the brand have been around for significantly longer, but since securing a distributor who was really passionate for this project, they've gone from strength to strength, starting with a basic black gun, which is about $629, moving up to this and beyond. This gun is £849 for a full side-plated steel action sporter. It has matte black barrels, ventilated mid and top ribs, and a little fibre optic bead sight. As well as being side-plated, the gun features a grade 2.5 stock, and I think it's a really lovely piece of wood. It doesn't take much thinking to understand why people voted for this gun. It's £849, meaning it's well below the £1,000 price bracket. It is side plated. Everybody knows side plates are prettier, or at least that is the general consensus of the market. Moreover, the ATA looks are very much designed around a Beretta 680s, which is a beautiful looking gun, and as such, this is a beautiful looking gun. The metal fit all around the action is of an amazing quality, and the long-term reliability of these, given that they've been on the market for nearly 10 years, if not a touch more, is wild. They're putting up with serious use and abuse. But how does it shoot? Because it's £849, it looks great, and it's spec'd well. There's gotta be some flaws, right? Let's find out. Well, obviously it doesn't shoot quite as refined as some of those £5,000 or £6,000 guns we had earlier, but I tell you what, it shoots well in excess of its price tag. It's big, it's smooth, it does what you want it to do, and it doesn't feel awkward from back here at a 30-yard crosser to underneath at a 5-yard quick-driven grouse-style target. It handles them very well. £849. And of course, looks aren't everything. This gun doesn't have the trigger pulls, the fit, the finish of some of the higher end guns. But it's £849 for a gun that looks like that. I am a big fan, and clearly so are you. Were people wrong? Is there a prettier new gun than this for under £1,000? Let us know. Well, gentlemen, I have been thinking about this gun challenge. I think we're all winners.
Yeah, that's what every loser says.
Well, I think we all win in different departments.
Definitely, they've all got different qualities.
I'll agree with that, yeah.
I won the competition.
The competition was to find the best game gun under £6,000. And you really think you've won? Explain why you think that you're the winner.
Because you all shot it amazingly and all smiled whilst doing so.
I mean, I don't think I missed with any of them, so I don't think we can come down to that. I'm going to slightly disagree. I definitely brought the best game gun.
Yeah, maybe.
The best dedicated game gun.
Best second game gun.
The best 20-bore game gun.
Well, we only have one 20-bore here. I think I bought the best. You can only have one gun to do everything.
You see, I disagree with that, but I don't disagree with that.
I feel like this is a better sporter though.
Oh, 100%. That wasn't the challenge, was it, Ryan?
No, I'm pretty sure the challenge was the best game gun under £6,000.
But he is young, and in the modern world, that's a game gun.
It is.
It is an unfair fight. All of these guns are exceptional, but they're not competitors.
They're all good in their own way.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be unhappy with any of them.
Definitely not.
No, I think that is the takeaway here. Should have all three.
Oh, definitely. That would be a lovely cabinet.
Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed what we've shown you today. And next time, we've got a rifle challenge. We're going to go to Accuracy International, and we're going to check out one of the coolest new rifles released this year.